Welcome back to No Bad Lies. We are here with G-Mac, the man, Graeme McDowell, at the beautiful Robert Trent Jones, right? Robert Trent Jones golf course here for Live in Virginia. I don't even know what town this is. You know what town this is?
Negative. No.
Negative. It's Negative, Virginia. That's what it's called. No, we'll be positive today. This is a deep hole. Thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Northern Ireland boy. I'm an Irish kid by my grandmother's side, but I don't know where they're from. Wherever the troublemakers are from, where are they from?
You're Irish redhead. Those are always the troublemakers.
Yeah, did you make a wish when you saw me? It might come true. It just might. We're gonna play this hole and then we're gonna play 9. This is 8 and 9. This is a deep par 5. This one's 583 yards. We have someone out there, but you'll hit, I'll hit, and then I'll give you some bad lies here on No Bad Lies. I give you a bunch of bad lies and you tell me a time where life gave you a bad lie. Take time to think about it. You've had some good life. So
yeah.
Not a lot of bad lies your way, right?
I mean, listen, I guess bad lies come to us all, right? But it's been a fun 20 years, happily married and a few kids at home. And, listen, golf's been good and it's been kind to me. When you have to think hard about the bad lies, that's when you know that you're very fortunate. And,
yes.
Someone's taking care of me. So
that's right. Someone's looking out for you.
But I mean, it's all relative, right? So,
Right. We all have our troubles.
We all go through some stuff.
All right, right on. So let's see you tee off. You're up first. I don't think they're reachable. He might be 355 downwind.
I think he's a long way out there.
He's a long way. All right,
I haven't got that. I don't think.
You don't? You might. 583.
583.
We have a little bit of wind at our butt, which is good.
All we want.
Spanked.
Hanging down the right.
He said down the right-hand side. That's where he wanted it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you where this is going to go, but it's not going to be whatever you just did.
That's in the right rough.
What's your swing thought, Graeme, as you're setting up? Do you have like a particular swing thought?
How long is this video? Do we have enough time to talk you through them all?
Yeah, talk me through it. Chat me through. What goes through when you tee up, when you're coming up to the tee and you're placing the tee down?
Yeah.
What does go through your head first?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm asking myself, what does this shot want me to do? The wind's a little right, left. Do you want to send one with a bit of a draw? Am I wanting to hold it? Looking at a good target out there.
Right.
And then just, it's like the visuals telling the body, the brain, the brain-body connection kind of going, there it is.
You see it.
I see it, and then that tells my body what to do.
I'm blind whenever I tee up.
Theoretically.
So when I tee up, I'm blind. So I have no idea where this is going to go.
I like it.
But so we're going to find out. I do love how you went wide and then closed your stance. So you started really wide and then closed in. Do you do that every time?
You're very, yeah. Very observant.
Ooh-wee. How was that?
I mean, you did an unbelievably good job at lowering the expectation levels there and then over delivering.
Yes, that's what I love.
You could be a tour caddy. I mean, that's him
whoa,
right there.
Whoa! I don't want to. I just met him. I don't want to piss him off this early.
But he always under promises and over delivers.
Well, that's his job. All right, let me grab my bag and we'll walk. So tell me this: we have one thing already off the jump in common, besides the fact that we're both extremely good-looking men,
both good-looking Irish fellas.
Good-looking Irish fellas, and everybody does say that. You own a whiskey company, and the name of it is Grey
Coast.
Grey Coast.
Yeah.
The Grey Coast.
The Grey Coast. So it was named after the coast of Ireland where I grew up, which is Portrush is my hometown. And it's funny, we were storytelling about what we're going to call this whiskey, and I was explaining to the guys, I'm like, it's one of the most spectacular coastlines in the world, but I would never describe it as blue.
No.
It's not. The skies are not often blue, and they were talking about the colors, and eventually we ended up with the Grey Coast because the dark skies, and if it hasn't rained, it's probably just about to rain.
But I love it. I love when it's gray. I mean, I was blessed enough to go play all over. I mean, I got to play in Ireland. I played Scotland. It does something for you, though, that I love. I mean, for me, for this, I really like the gray.
Absolutely.
Overcast is my favorite. I should just move over there. But tell me, how'd you get involved in the whiskey? Because I'm a whiskey boy.
Yep.
I like American bourbon is my favorite.
I'm the same way.
You do? Okay.
But then, with my Irish background, got approached by some friends of mine who came to me via RBC, one of my old partners. So some Canadian guys who are in the beverage industry said, hey, let's do an Irish whiskey together. It's a category which is getting bigger, 10, 15%. You know how American bourbons have just exploded.
Oh my God, yeah.
Irish whiskey category, 10 to 15% growth per annum. Let's make an Irish whiskey. Obviously Conor McGregor just killed it with proper 12.
He sure did.
Though he's just one of those guys that, everything he touches.
Touches,
pretty
I
much,
know. He's got that Midas touch.
He's just a marketing machine.
He is.
But so we made an Irish whiskey made in just north of Dublin, but then we finished it in American oak because I'm the same as you. I really enjoy bourbons.
Those charred American oak barrels. It does
Yeah.
something to the coloration of it.
Yeah.
The flavoring I really love.
So I like a Blanson's Four Roses.
Oh, love it.
Michter stuff. Some of that stuff.
Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare is amazing.
Some of my favorite sauce. Now, how do you take it? Because I've spoken to a bunch of distillers. A lot of guys say, I spoke to actually the head distiller at Buffalo Trace, and he said to me, I said, oh, I've heard that it's you do this, you do that. He goes, how do you like it? I said, well, I prefer it with one big cube. He goes, then that's how you're supposed to drink it.
Yeah.
He said, there's no rules. There was an old rule. It was like, you put a dash of water, or you do straight up, or no ice. How do you take it?
I'm straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah, you are a man's man.
I don't like messing with it. Unless I'm going to have like an old-fashioned style. I mean, they say the Pappy Van Winkle way is big cube, slice, orange peel. That's the Pappy Van Winkle way. So I figured he knew what he was doing.
I think that guy knew a little bit of what he was doing out there.
So I do like it like that as well. To me, it's like a skinny old-fashioned.
Yes, a skinny old-fashioned. Something we need to keep in our mind as we get older and fatter.
Correct.
Get me the skinny old-fashioned. Well, I know I hate to put you on the spot, but you're definitely going to have to give me a bottle or two or a case or a crate of this.
Done.
I love to
like
hear
the
that.
way the bottle became a case, became a crate there.
Well, you always level up. You start small and then you go big, right? And you guys are down in Florida, and you have a restaurant down in Florida too. Does that take up a lot of your time, or is that something you invest in and then you kind of let it flow?
Yeah, got some really good business partners who know the restaurant game, which is obviously a very, very complicated, tough game.
Big time.
These guys are good at what they do, so it doesn't require much of my energy at all.
That's good. You need to focus all on golf.
I like to go in there and kind of, it feels nice to kind of walk into something I'm part of, have a steak and a glass of wine, maybe a wee whiskey.
I think we need to hang out after this is over. We have a similar interest.
You seem like you're about a +5 in the bar.
+6 or 7 maybe.
Okay.
I can go deep. Yeah, on the course, I'm not that good.
I mean, you've just split the fairway here.
I split the fairway because I was taking notes from you, and I'm not going to lie, I was extremely nervous.
I'm going to take the walk of shame into the right rough.
Well, we're going to go over to the right rough together. I'm going to go over there with
I may have a bad lie just to get me going.
So, speaking of home, coming up soon is the Open in your home.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Is that kind of like a beautiful moment, a point of pride in your life, and being from there and having the Open there?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, 2019 was the first time the Open had been back in Northern Ireland since 1951, I believe. Hope my math's right there, but so it was a really important time for the whole island of Ireland. Everything we've been through, the troubles and everything, everything we've been through. It was really a kind of poignant moment, and kind of one of those moments when sport brings people back together.
Yeah.
Golf was always a all Ireland sport. When I was, it didn't matter what side of the border you were on, you grew up, you played golf for Ireland, you wore the green jacket, you were proud, didn't really care. It wasn't about religion, wasn't about politics. It was about sport, the game of golf being so special in Ireland, So the Open coming back to Ireland, in Northern Ireland, was a big deal. So it was obviously very successful, and now we're back again here in 25. I'm not currently exempt, so I go to qualifying here in a few weeks. So
wow.
It's going to be a big day, because obviously I want to be, I'd imagine I will go under some premise if I don't qualify.
Sure.
But obviously qualifying is the 100% goal. And I remember hitting my first tee shot there in 19. There was a wee tear in the eye.
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. It's funny because as I do stand-up, and as a stand-up, people always say, oh, where do you love to perform? When I'm from Chicago. Do you love Chicago? I said, no, it's nerve-wracking because I'm at home and everyone's like, hey, can I get tickets? Can my brother's best friend's neighbor's plumber come? And I'm like, oh, my God. I mean, do you have to do that when you're at home? Is it chaos?
It could be chaotic,
Yeah.
For sure. My mom's always get, lots of people lined up and give this little lad your ball and your glove and meet this person and tickets for these people.
She does my hair. Give it to her. Yeah, you have to hand out everything.
My mom's a special
right.
little lady.
Let's grab yourself. You're over here in this rough. Your caddy has read off how deep we've got.
This right rough's not great.
This right rough is actually...
This right rough...
It's its own bad lie in and of itself.
This is made for your podcast.
Yeah, 100%. Where's your ball?
Over here, Kenny.
Right here.
Got it?
Strixon. I got it. All right.
Good find, Andrew.
So, look, you're a pro golfer. For you, this is a thing. This is not that big of a deal. Is this a terrible lie, or how would you dictate this?
This is a pretty bad lie.
It's a pretty bad lie, I think, on its own.
I'd call the rough out here pretty healthy.
Healthy rough, right?
You know,
right.
you know, sometimes you get a lie like that, but the grass is not particularly tough, and you go ahead and kind of move something. But it's got a real thick blade to it up north here, and
yeah.
you know, the rough is a real deal. And the fairways are pretty narrow. I mean, you just split the fairway there.
What did he say? How far did you say I drove it?
330.
320, yeah.
320. Thank you, sir.
Beautiful.
That's for Ireland.
It's a beautiful
by the way.
thing,
That's
boy.
for Ireland. So on this shot coming out of this,
Yeah.
what's the thought? I mean, what's the move on this?
How much club is too much, you know? So I'm thinking 7-iron looks like it might be too much as far as what the lie dictates.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's an 8 max, you know? That's kind of how I'll describe it to Kenny. I'm like, I like 8 max, you know?
Now, do you ever argue? Do you go, that's
All
not
the
an
time.
8? He does.
He argues all the time. Every now and again, I just want him to say, yes, boss.
Yes, boss.
Never
He won't
happens.
do that. That's
Never
not why you
happens.
hired him, though.
It's
Yes men are cheaper.
Yes,
yeah,
men
they are
are much cheaper. And that was a good out.
Good
All right,
out.
give me a bad line. Let me try. Let me just try. I know I can't replicate that, but I'll take the 8 as well, right? Because that's the move.
It's not bad there.
Let me listen
Yeah.
to my caddy here. Do you think the 8's the move here, Kenny?
Absolutely.
It is.
Yes, boss.
What's the target that I'm picking here?
Yes.
Far left there?
Yeah, I like you just 20 yards left of the camera tower there.
That is.
You know, ball below your feet a little bit. So you just
Healthy.
kind of. She's healthy.
This is a healthy rough. And now, by the way, do you put the ball in the back of your stance for
A little
something
further
like
back, it's starting to get a little steeper.
this? Right. Just a little bit
It's a
further
little
back.
bit below your feet, so you just really want to make sure you stay down, get down there after it.
I mean, that is so hard to get out of.
Yeah, it's thick. Good shot though.
Thank you.
Good shot.
God, is that hard to get out
Yeah,
of.
no, it's the fairways are narrow. Key fairways this week, you know.
What I've heard is we just looked down at 12 with your caddy, and they said they're moving it from a 4 to a 5 and shifting it.
Gonna go forward with a tee and out a shot. Sounds like an easy hole.
Sounds like an easy hole. Have you played this course before?
No, first time here.
First time.
here. So you're catching me sort of on my first look here.
What do you? What's your first couple of comments about how this plays, how this feels?
I like it a lot. It's a beautiful track. It's obviously in phenomenal condition. You know,
Yeah, it
it's
is
like,
really.
You know, some of the fairways are pretty narrow in places. Like, you know, for this one, I'm looking at it. It's got quite a hard left-right tilt.
Right.
You know, as we look, was our right to left, but definitely want to kind of bring something down the left side there. I'm not sure I can get there in 2 anyway. You know, so it's again, when I look up top here, it's kind of like how much room is there up there? Would I want to hit the aggressive layup? You know, really take the tee ball on and then try and get the second shot up by the green.
Now,
So-
do you ever voice that first to the caddy, or do you hear his opinion first?
Well, if he's being professional enough to get here and walk the golf course, him and I'll have that conversation. But
Sleeps in off.
no, we were actually at U.S. Open qualifying on Monday, and then it ran into Tuesday morning. We got stormed out down in Florida, so we got here late last night.
The longest day in golf, as it were.
The longest day in golf got a little longer for us. I missed out by a few shots, unfortunately, but in a funny way, good preparation to come here this week.
Absolutely. I mean, this is going to be a good testament. I did say, and I want your professional opinion. What do you think the lows are going to be coming in to wrap up the weekend here?
The lowest score.
Yeah.
Looking at it, obviously, real quick first look. I think it's pretty long, big greens, tough to get it close. I'm thinking 12 to 14.
12-14.
12-14.
That's pretty good.
You know, Live always surprises me though, because sprint format.
Right.
Everyone puts the pedal down on Friday morning.
Right. Hit the
The
gas.
scoring's always a few shots better than you think it's going to be in this tour.
Of course. Well, there's so many dogs on this tour that really can play. A little bit of a blind.
You can see a lot of divots here, a lot of balls filtering into this area.
Right. This is where a lot of idiots hit.
This is where a
In
lot of-
fact, I think we might as well put it in a divot.
Okay, bad lies
think I'm gonna
are bad lies.
Give me his ball. I'm going to put it in a divot here. He's walking, and as I see this, for people at home, amateur golfers don't know, this is immediate panic. Immediate panic when you're in a divot. And how far does it have? Right there's 128, so we're about 130.
130.
130 in a divot. Now that's not a terrible lie.
No, it's sort of okay. It's clean at the back of it.
Yeah,
It's kind of like you nearly treat it like that's even nicer.
that's even nice. I shouldn't make it nicer for you. I should make it harder. Maybe that. Maybe.
Oh, behave yourself.
There you go.
No,
Now it's a different
that's
shot.
not so nice. Now it's a different golf shot.
That's right. Now
So
what changed there for you?
What changed there for me is how steeply I'm going to attempt to play this shot. I was going to pick it off the top with a little bit of a draw feel the first time. Now it's down there. Now I'm going to have to hit like a controlled knife.
A cut, a little cutty shot.
Controlled thin.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, what's the number, Kenny? 30? 30, a little uphill. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously very, very hard to get into the back of the ball where I want to strike it here, so I really have to kind of hit down on top of it. Back of the stance. You know, really trying to just sort of pick it off the top, ball first. Well,
Sit. Man, did I give you a bad lie.
that was a good one.
Do it to me. Here, do it to me. And 130.
You said it was bad lie podcast, not really, really bad
No,
lie.
it is really bad lie, but here's why. It's only for very good golfers. For very good golfers, because we don't, you know, there's a lot of, you're such a good golfer, I think you can do it, but, so you're telling me, back of the stance.
Back of the stance and kind of, you're playing like a little draw shot here.
Okay.
Kind of just clipping it ball first.
Clip ball first.
Yep.
Oh, no, I lifted up.
You did.
I lifted way up. I got nervous about the divot.
That was a tough shot.
No, terrible shot. All right. Hey, we all know budgeting is very, very important, and a lot of times it is hard to do. Well, thanks to Rocket Money, you don't have to worry anymore. Today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help you out. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your money better. You've all heard of Rocket Money at this point. I know you have. You have a lot of subscriptions, and you don't even know which ones you're still using, which ones are still charging you. Well, that's where Rocket Money comes in. It's an easy-to-use app that helps you save more and manage your money better than ever. You can cancel all of your unwanted subscriptions. You connect your bank account. Rocket Money identifies all your subscriptions in one single list. You can see everything. You can lower your bills. They scan to find savings for you with a couple of taps. Save money, by the way. Customers who use Rocket Money, they can save up to $740 a year when you use all the app's premium features. They've also helped customers save over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. You can see everything right there with Rocket Money. Get rid of all that unnecessary stuff that you don't need anymore and you're paying for. Take control of your finances today. Go to rocketmoney.com/badlies to get started for free. Is there a time in your life you can think of where life gave you a pretty bad lie?
Yeah, like we talked about. I mean, you know, I've been very fortunate in my life, and you know, my parents are still youngish. You know, I guess my mom being diagnosed with MS about 20 years ago. You know, it was kind of that moment where, you know, I felt like life was switching, where I was financially kind of able to look after my parents.
That's great.
After they'd looked after me, and then, you know, my mom kind of, like, we're very fortunate. She has a very kind of low form of MS, but still, you know, you think the worst, and, you know, you do everything you can. And the great thing in the game of golf is we get a chance to meet people, and I met a great doctor who was an RNA member, a guy called Dr. Omar Malik, and he was an MS specialist. And I was able to get my mom connected with him and really help her treatment along, and he's been amazing.
That's amazing.
Really keeping her at the cutting edge of kind of where the drugs are going, and she's really doing amazing. So,
what do you think helped you get through that the easiest? I mean, mentally, that does something to your life and your golf game and your family. And what helped you through that?
Yeah, I mean, I think my mom helped me through it. Really, I think it was probably the switch in life where I think you grow up looking at your dad, thinking your dad's like the, you know, superhero.
He is,
strong guy, right?
Yeah.
And then I realized at that point that my mom was the real superhero.
She's the hero, yeah.
That she was just so tough, and you know, her mental strength and ability to kind of be positive in the face of, you know, an illness like MS, sort of made me realize maybe where I got some of my mental toughness from to be able to play this game at a high level.
Yes, I mean, this is a true mental check down.
For sure. So that was a moment in my life where I was like, you know what? My mom's pretty cool. She's a pretty special woman.
She very much so is. Very much. All right, you gave yourself a little, not a bad lie here, but a sand lie.
Sand lie.
Give me the guts. All right, give me the story. Give me the story about the sandals. We heard from your caddy who mouthed up and told the truth.
Oh, yeah. So Kenny's been with me nearly 20 years, so he knows all my secrets. But when you're asking me about bad breaks in life, he thought I was going to tell you the story about the time I bought a pair of Saint Laurent sneakers. Probably cost me $1,000 or whatever.
Sure.
Know, one of those crazy purchases. But I wore them to the golf course. What course were we at? Can you remember?
Medina in Chicago.
But I wore them into the locker room but they kind of had this scuffed up look. You know, you pay a lot of money for them to be kind of dirty and scuffed up,
Yeah,
right?
some people do.
So I'd take them off and I put them beside my locker and I put my golf shoes on. I'd come back about 6 hours later after practice and whatever, and I can't find them anywhere. I'm looking around. I see some white sneakers, but I'm like, no, it's not mine. Eventually, I pull a pair of sneakers out and I look at them and they're like fresh white, brand new looking fresh white, and I'm like, Saint Laurent. I'm like, oh my God. So I take him to the locker room guy and he said, yeah, I cleaned those up for you. They were looking a bit dirty. And I'm like, I just bought these 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And he's cleaned all the distress, he's cleaned it all off. They were ruined.
Well, yeah, they were ruined. He fixed them to ruin
He
them.
fixed them to ruin
And this
them.
was at Medina in Chicago, so do you have a strong Chicago
I'm not
accent?
sure I ever wore them again.
Cleaned off your shoes over there, Mr.
I
McDowell.
took care of them things for you.
Yeah, I took care of those shoes. I put a hot dog in your left shoe. That's pretty great, though. Well, the $1,000 shoe purchase, it goes to show you, don't buy $1,000 shoes. You don't need them.
It's bad. Save your money.
Save your money. Save your money. Well, okay, beyond that, what's the dumbest purchase you've made? When you know it's dumb, but who cares? It's great. You got it in there, I know. Or I can ask your caddy, because he seems to know. Did you say purses?
No. Well, I'm sure purses are up there, definitely. You would probably have to call the wife for that one, honestly. She probably makes most of the dumb purchases.
She does, huh?
Yeah, she does.
See, I feel like
You know what? We're actually putting a gym in the garage right now, and she wasn't okay with just regular kind of dumbbells.
Sure.
She had to buy these $30,000 ones out of Germany because they looked zen.
Yeah, well, the balance of the zen of weights is what you need. Yeah.
Like I had a set of Rogue ones, just like good old.
I love Rogue.
Dirty Rogue.
Hard.
Hardcore
Man.
ones. No, not okay. $30,000 dumbbells.
Did they talk to you? Did they coach you a little bit?
I hope they do something good.
Little German dumbbells? You're not lifting hard enough, Graeme.
Harder.
Put your back into it. You can do it.
No.
And for the fans at home, garage is garage. It's where we park our cars.
The garage.
Ah, the garage.
And for
I gotta get it in the garage.
Yeah, but they're really, really nice.
Is your wife American?
Yes, she is.
Oh, what are you doing? Don't marry an American. That's all they want is
I know.
material stuff.
I know.
All right, so this is not a bad lie.
But it's actually, pin position wise, it's actually a nasty angle.
It's a nasty shot because you have to land it right on, right?
We got to sort of like dead weight it out to the left there and just sort of let her slope down.
God, is that perfect? And then go right. All right, give me that same shot.
Come on, baby.
God, come back.
Yeah, so like
I
I say,
mean-
it's not a tough shot. It's more the pin position makes this quite difficult.
I mean, it looks tough just because for people at home they can't see, it's down and away.
Yeah, kind of down and away to the left.
You got to go up, down, and you keep it pretty wide open.
pretty wide open.
And you
know.
like to take a big chunk of sand. You don't pick it.
Yeah, you're kind of trying to take like depending on your.
Yeah, the dollar. That was one of the first things I learned was pick a dollar off below it.
Just say depending on how much cash you got in your wallet, it's $1 or
Well, I don't have a lot
or 100 or
I don't have a lot of cash. And I was going to actually ask you if I could borrow a little bit of money when this is over. No. Hit it low. Low.
Yeah, just don't get like so much weight left.
Not that much weight on my front foot.
It's more balanced. If you get too much weight left-sided, you kind of
tend to lift out of it.
The only way to go is nearly backwards.
Right.
I like a little bit more neutral, and then feel like I can kind of stay there and keep moving.
Right.
Just a thought.
I like the thought. I need it. I need all the tips. I'm getting. I started this show just so I could get free tips. That was the only reason I did it.
Let's watch this. Let's check this rake job out. Let's see this shit. Going lefty on the rake job. That's at least $100 fine right there. $500. Yeah, I'm getting it. That's it. No, it's now going up to $1,000 fine. I mean, you gotta come see this rake job.
It's really good. That putt's a little too easy for you.
Let's see. Let's get a tough one, like you say. Back right corner.
I think over here is real hard. All right, so here on No Bad Lies, the deal is whoever gets it closer
Yep.
wins and the other person has to buy lunch.
Okay.
Lunch or dinner.
And does the pro normally lead off?
The pro always leads off.
Understood.
Yeah, the pro always leads.
Understood. All right, I think just top of the crest. Should be braking pretty good to the left once it gets over the top.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Settle.
boy.
Settle.
Pretty
Settle.
perfect.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I think that can be bettered
You think so?
with a touch that you have.
The touch of Touch of an ironsmith here.
Yeah, this is good.
Was that juicy?
This is very, very saucy. What do you want for lunch?
Steak,
What if it goes in? How much is that going to cost me?
$100. Ah!
Nice.
That was pretty good.
Like I say.
No, but I learned from you. That's what it was. I watched you.
Well, it still required really nice touch, though.
Well,
I
the
was
hands,
impressed. It must have been the purple shaft.
the purple shaft always does it. Have you ever putted with a non-putter? Have you ever done this?
With a what putter?
Well, with not a putter. Have you ever hit with like a wedge or something like that?
Oh,
You
yeah,
see
yeah.
guys do this a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the old question, if you ever broke your putter, what would you putt with? I'd putt with my lob wedge.
Your lob wedge.
I putt with my lob wedge.
What degree is your lob?
58.
58, yeah.
58, yeah.
That would be the one you'd go to.
Yeah.
All right, let's go play one more.
Yes, sir.
And I am going to keep lunch in the front of my mind.
Gotcha. I
Because
owe
I'm
you.
pretty hungry.
Well, I mean, we can do it with that crate of whiskey will cover it.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm thirsty, too. Okay, this is a par 3, which is a literal joke to call this a par 3. This is rightfully a par 4.
200, 210, 215. Chris DeMarco.
Oh, Chris DeMarco, what did he do here? On Friday,
Potato.
September 23rd, 4-ball match, President's Cup, DeMarco made a hole-in-one by hitting an 8-iron from this tee. It was 187, 8-iron. Now, is this for them to brag? Is that a DeMarco brag? Is that what that is?
It's a subtle flex for sure.
That's a little bit of a subtle
I'm
flex.
trying to work out how he hit an 8-iron over
How many hole-in-ones do you have?
like in tournament play, maybe 4 or 5. Like lifetime, like 15.
15. How many do you think I have?
I'm gonna go with 1.
Goose egg.
Goose egg.
You know, and I've come close so many times, and it's every time.
I bet you the percentage on goose eggs in world golf is probably 90%.
Yeah, because I'm an okay golfer. I'm not a bad, I'm like a 5 or a 6, and so
They always say, like some sports, like a 147 snooker. You know what snooker is?
snooker, yeah.
Snooker, so the 147 is the perfect break. It's 15 reds, 15 blacks, yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, black in sequence. It's the perfect frame of snooker. And they're like hole-in-one or like the perfect. The hole-in-one requires a huge amount of luck.
Oh my God, yeah. And a huge amount of skill, though.
Whereas a 147 in snooker, for example, is pure skill.
Pure skill.
Every shot. You might get the odd little break to kind of do it, but a hole-in-one requires a huge amount of luck.
Oh yeah. Are you a big snooker guy?
I used to be way back, but I used to have a table in my house, and then I had kids, and then I got thrown out of the game room, and that was the end of that one.
It's their game room now.
their game
What about darts? I love darts.
Darts,
man.
and I was going to say darts. So
That's one of my favorite things
the
to
9-darter. Yeah, have you seen it?
watch. Oh, I love it. And when it's on ESPN, I crack a beer, and I cannot wait to watch.
It's one, Kenny and I went to the World Championships about 15 years ago.
Come here, Ken Dog. Get over here.
Ken Duck. Kenny took me. He takes me to pub sports like that. That's what he does.
That's my deal.
But
You love that.
We went to the World Championship, and we had like these great seats, but it was literally like watching two guys throwing darts into a beer mat. Like you couldn't see anything. It's just not a spectator sport.
No, it's not.
But there was probably 20,000 people in the arena just going
15 or
just
so,
going
yeah.
ballistic.
I love when they get the triples and they
crazy.
lose their mind. It's
Yeah.
insane, and they throw beer in the air and
Yeah.
everything.
So then one of our friends that was with us was a smoker, and he pops out for a little cigarette
Little
break.
puff.
And whilst he's out there, Raymond van Barneveld, who was one of the top players at the time, threw the 9-darter.
Oh,
And he came back in, and we're jumping around like it's New Year's Eve, and he's like, "What did I miss?" And we're like,
you're like, you know what? Go back outside again. Actually,
"You missed it, everything. You missed
Yeah.
everything." But no, it's a fun sport. They've done a great job with that.
I absolutely love it. Is there any?
Got a tick going on.
Yeah. What's all these little ticks everywhere?
know.
I think I got one on my neck. So if I get Lyme disease, I'm blaming this course.
Yeah.
What at home? What things do you miss that you can't just get now? Because you're in Florida, right?
Yes.
What do you miss
You
the
know,
most
you know what I
about
miss the
Northern
most,
Ireland?
honestly, is like breakfast.
A good
Good
breakfast,
Irish
breakfast.
fry up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
Like
fry up.
like when I go to Kenny's house, he'll throw the rashers on and the sausage on.
Hard to beat.
Like a really good. It's why they build us a certain shape, from
Yeah.
that part of the world.
Yeah. Well, you got to take the weather on.
I think it's probably just the breakfast. I don't really miss too much else. I don't miss the weather.
Do you make it at your house for your kids ever?
If I can get hold of the right ingredients.
Right, but you gotta find the spot.
You need the right sausages and the right kind of bacon.
Well,
and
Kenny sounds like he's got all that stuff stored up.
my
It's,
mom, yeah.
He's got a freezer filled with that, huh?
Florida's not a bad place to get it. There's UK places to get stuff, but it's not the same as home.
Of course not. It'll never be. Well, I'm excited for my invite to come have whiskey and a proper fry up with you
Well,
guys.
see, it's the whiskey the night before, then the fry up in the morning.
You don't have whiskey with the fry up? I feel like you're supposed to.
That's a good shot.
It's good luck.
Magnus, that's apple.
But yeah,
That's right. It's apple juice.
Sweeter.
All right, so this is what did we say? This is 201 into the wind.
201. I mean, it said Chris DeMarco hold an 8-iron here.
Phew.
How does he hold an 8-iron here?
I'm going to hit the same club as you, even though that's not going to be a good move for me, but
Okay.
doesn't matter.
I'm going to try and...
This is a rip 5 iron course. He needs to.
So I need to turn on a 4 then, is what
I'm
you're
going to
saying.
try and hit a little sizzly 5.
I should try to rip a 4 then. I'm not doing that. Blistered. Stop moving.
Ah.
Stay. So you hit the 5 long.
Did she go long?
Not that long.
No?
It is long, but it's not long. It's not
Just back left fringe?
I'd rather be shy. If I do something stupid, maybe I'd rather be shy. What's the so okay, look, for an amateur golfer, this is obviously such a daunting, insanely scary hole because you've got water all along this thing and you got to get to the front of the green has got to be 175 to the front, something like that, give or take. So do you think for an amateur golfer is the thought, hey man, just take out your 180 club. Don't try to go for, right? Isn't that what most guys should do?
It's not a bad shout. I mean, sometimes there's definitely an argument to play it to the safe part of the green and try and get down in 2.
Right. I think about that all the time. I'm like, is that just what we should be doing as
You're just
amateurs?
smarter than the average bear, though.
Well, I'm not that bright, but my mom didn't raise no dummy, but I'm not that bright. I pushed it. Bad. And that's going to be either in the sand or in the water.
I don't think it'll get to the
Hope not.
water. It should be okay.
Okay. We should be just shy. Bad push. It's scary. It's just such a visually daunting
beautiful
hole.
hole.
Scares you, yeah. So what? Okay, the season now we're just over the crest of halfway through the season. We've got 6 events left, if I'm not wrong.
I believe so. Yes.
And
6
so-
individual and then the team champs.
Then team champ, right? What does the off season look like for you? Is there ever downtime, or are you one of these guys that's never stop? You never stop.
There'll be a little downtime.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You take a
It really
vacation, or
depends. It really depends. You know, my contract's up for renegotiation end of the season. You know, if I get the call up, to play again for Smash next year, my off season will look more like an off season, rest, train, get ready for a big year. If for some reason, I'm done on live at the end of the season, which I don't think is going to happen, but that would make my off season look a little different. I need to think about kind of where I'm going to play next and kind of maybe go back to Asia, Europe, play a little golf. But so, all being well, playing for Smash again next season, I will take a bit of a break for a couple of months, spend a bit of time with the kids, train, and just not play much golf.
Right.
And then get fired back up kind of end of November into December.
what kicks you off? What's like the wake up call for like now the season is back? What do you do, or what happens in life that you're like, okay, I need to like make a snap? Do you have a date that you set, or is it a
I
schedule?
would say probably 6 to 8 weeks before kind of the first competitive event. It's
Right.
just cranking up the intensity a little bit, really thinking about, playing some more competitive golf and really trying to just kind of dial back in, visualize, goal set, and switch from kind of more stuff in the gym to kind of more stuff on the range and golf course.
Right. Okay, good. This is a beautiful, beautiful hole. I'm
really
going to
is.
see how
Golf
bad of
is spectacular.
a shot I had. You might have to play from my bad shot.
Let's do it.
I don't know where it is. I think it's over here, but I don't see a ball.
Right there.
We got it. Perfect. This isn't bad.
Lovely.
This isn't bad at all. You have another ball that you can just throw
Yes,
down
sir.
for him? Teach me the secret sauce for this kind of a shot. Now, this
Yeah.
isn't too crazy of a lie,
Not too bad.
but what's the secret sauce for this?
Secret sauce is really kind of understanding like the best way to like cut this grass, and the best way to cut it is to use the kind of heel of the club. There's a little less bounce in my heel,
Sure.
a little less bounce in your heel as well. So you kind of lower the shaft a little bit and then really focus on kind of, we want to get through the grass.
Right.
We have to cut it.
Snap down on it a little
So
bit.
again, a little bit like the bunker shot, I'm kind of opening
Open.
the face a little bit, but I'm really going to focus on chopping. That came out like a missile.
That came out hot, but you chop
Like a-
down at it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm trying
why,
to
right?
chop it, right? So
Same kind of thing. I'm gonna
Same-
chop
yeah.
down at it. I mean, that's thick. So my fear is you chop down too much at it, and it jumps.
that was, similar.
Yeah, it came out so hot and hard.
The problem is, when the grass is this thick and you got to play it with this much speed, that's when you really have to play it with a lot of loft, you know.
Because the worst thing you can do is decel.
Yeah, well,
you just want to keep
obviously
your
don't wanna
hands
leave
going
it
through.
short.
Now that
Yeah,
was
so that-
much, much better. Please go in. That's a great ball.
Yeah.
That's a great ball. Let's go have one more little putt off. And by the way, we can double or nothing. It can be lunch and dinner, depending on who makes this next
like
putt. I don't know if you can afford it after that $30,000. That was
She's gonna kill me.
the wait. I
My
know.
wife's gonna see this. She's gonna kill me.
That's all right. It's been a good run.
Well, you know, we're 12 years this year. I mean, it's been a good run.
That is a great run. All right, where did your first ball go?
I think it's just on the left fringe over here.
I would love. Where is she?
She's.
Oh, right there. All right, so we're gonna putt.
She
We're
was
gonna.
a little deep, was she?
She was a little. Yeah, you're strong. A little too strong. We're gonna putt from this.
Perfect. We're putting it.
We're putting it from here.
I like it.
Yeah, we're gonna putt from there.
Okay, I'll show you the way.
Yeah, you have to show me the way.
Looks pretty quick once it gets past halfway. All right, double or quits.
Yep.
Steak dinner.
Steak dinner. Steak lunch, steak dinner. I want two.
Done.
Hopped pretty good. That was pretty darn good.
I got the pace better this time.
That was way better.
I kind of wanted to lose because I get to eat steak too.
Yeah, that's also true. You're going to regardless. I just got a bonus, so.
See what? Oh, I got a little low. Too
That's
low.
way low. All right, I owe you.
Pace was good though. Again, nearly.
Nearly good, nearly good. I appreciate you coming out and doing this with me.
Not really. A lot of
Truly,
fun.
you owe me a fry up and a crate of that whiskey.
Done deal.
That's what I would love.
Good two putt there.
Thank you. Just a one-handed two-putt.
Like it.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you. That's
no,
it for No
absolutely.
Bad Lies. Here from Robert Trent Jones out in beautiful Virginia with GMAC, the man. We'll see you next time. No Bad Lies. No Bad Lies. No Bad